Hey, what's going on? So it's been a while. Check this out. I got this off of the local BUI Buy Nothing program that we have. What had happened is the rear derailleur hanger on this bike broke, and the person who had it didn't want to fuss with it at all. Like, didn't even know where to look or what to do. And I had offered to fix up this bike and then give it away once I fixed up this bike. But now, because I've ridden this bike, my curiosity is a little bit interested to see how capable this Dick's Sporting Goods purchased bike, which is a GT Aggressor Pro, is going to do on everyday trails that I ride. So let's go over the bike. This is probably roughly about when I got the rear derailleur hanger. Wheels Manufacturing makes it. Like I had what matched the GT Aggressor Pro was like circa 2016, 17, and 2018. So I got that. They call it a derailleur 94, and that happened to work on this bike. Amazon and makes a lesser expensive rear derailleur, but some people on the comments have questioned the quality. I've had Wheels Manufacturing products. They've done pretty well for me, so I wasn't going to complain about that. I trust their products, so I didn't want to have to get this, it breaks, and then I got to deal with it again. Like, go cheap, pay twice. But anyway, let's go over the bike. This is a completely, lo and behold, very stock bike. I've done nothing at all. Like, I haven't even swapped out the pedals because I wanted everybody to see this bike as a completely stock bike. And I'm going to share my opinion about how and then I'm going to ride it almost stock. I'm going to definitely change out the tires and see how the bike does. I might add on a dropper, but who knows. I do have a spare dropper, so I might, and a lever, so I might throw it on. But anyway, here it runs a 31.8 handlebar. I think this is approximately about 680 to 700 millimeters wide, because it felt narrow, and I normally run about a 710 to 720 millimeter wide handlebar setup on a lot of my bikes, with the exception of like a few, but most of my bikes run 710, 720, and this felt narrower than that. This runs Tektro mechanical disc brakes, front and rear. If you look, these are actually pretty decent brakes. They're not going to be like as good as Paul clampers or a lot of hydraulic disc brakes, but they do the job if you're just going around the neighborhood. If you're not hitting whistle rail line in this and expecting to like get the best performance. Like that's just ridiculous. But I think for a lot of entry-level bike stuff, mountain bike stuff, you're perfectly fine. Here it runs the SR Centaur XCT fork. It's a budget fork, but it's not bad for what it is. The nice thing about these forks is you take them apart, you can service them yourself. They're not very complex forks. Like, you can clean them, re-grease them, and then re-oil them, put them back in. You get the special tool here to pop these out, and it runs like basically like I forget what millimeter, but like straight up hardware store tools, with the exception of this, but inexpensive tools nonetheless. And then do this stuff yourself. I think what would be a challenge for anyone is trying to upgrade this fork, because this runs a straight 1 1/8, and this is a 27.5 or 650B fork. The travel on here, I want to honestly guess it's more like 80 millimeters. It kind of surprised me if it was 100, but maybe it is 100, so who knows. But it's got to be in the 80 to 100 millimeter travel. Here it runs Duro 27.5 by 2.1 wide tires, branded as GT's in-house or Altera Cypher brand. I'm gonna have to swap out these tires because it's exceptionally bald in the back, and I think that was another reason why the bike got given away, because maintenance stuff was coming up on this bike. I still gonna fine-tune the brake on here. There's a few things, and it runs quick release, so it's a basic 100 millimeter to 135 quick release rear end and front. With the lock-on grips, I'll probably swap these out. Here I can put in a dropper because this is a rigid seat post. This is a 27.2. diameter seat post, so getting a dropper is very likely or very possible on here. You can do external, there's no internal routing for this. These Altera cranksets, or this Altera crankset, it is a triple. Let me get on the other side. It's a triple with this plastic bash ring. Of course, you know, it'll get destroyed. The cool part is you can take it off from the back. There are screws. And then this runs a Shimano Tourney 3-speed front derailleur. It's a bottom pole clamp on. And then and back here is the Shimano 8-speed in the back. So it runs a Sunrace cassette, which is like an 1134. So your max tooth here is a 34. Your smallest cog's an 11 tooth. And I think, what else do I need to cover here? Oh yeah, and the rims. They call these the Altera rims, but I believe these are Alex rims on, I'm guessing, like these are, because a lot of budget GT bikes come with Alex rims, but I'm guessing they're Alex rims. Oh, they are Alex rims. I just seen that on there. But so I was right. It's Alex rims on most likely Formula hubs, which are, you know, ball bearing hubs. They're not 6,000 or 7,000 bearing, you know, or sealed cartridge thing bearings inside those hubs. Just basic, like, get a Harbor Freight magnet tool, pull out your ball bearings for grease, and service the hub yourself. Kind of basic, really bare bones kind of thing. What's interesting is this is a this size. I'm 5'6", 5'7" in that ballpark, and this is a size small on a 275 frame, and it feels like an extra small. A lot of clearance on here. Kind of impressed. Really cool bike though. But and you know, this didn't come stock with it. I think this was, you know, the previous owner had installed this on. But it's an externally routed bike. The saddle here I'm probably going to change out too, like eventually. I think this is a nice get around your neighborhood kind of saddle, but I think if you're going to do some 1 to 2+ hour rides, for me, I know for my sit bones, this is probably like I'm going to guess it's like a 135 width, maybe. I'd be surprised if it was a 140 millimeters wide saddle. I prefer a 15. So anyway, I'm going to take this bike out in my next video, or I ride taper them, go swap out the tires. I've got some coming on the way, and it'll have some Vittoria, or I mean, yeah, no, they are Vittoria Barzos, non-tubeless. This is I don't think these are tubeless ready rims. I'm almost pretty sure. Same with the tires. But if you were to upgrade, I'm sure you could. But I'm interested to see how this bike does as a department store kind of big box kind of bicycle, and go from there. So anyway, that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. All right.